heavy heals coming on. So, that's all fit. Really nice. Found now Meru and oh well. Here we go, right into the set. Must be noted before anything that although we haven't played in a long time, or Reaper hasn't played in a long time, he's still really good. Obviously being the best player in Europe, not the best player in Europe, but one of the best players in Europe for a long time. Like, that skill doesn't go away in one day. There you go, the thick tipper of Reaper. That concludes the first stock of Stein. But oh well, Stein wouldn't be Stein if he wouldn't be able to produce some really nice stuff afterwards. But wow! Reaper with this really big punish game. Almost edge guarding and gimping Stein really early on the stock. But he lives! There we go! Oh, he's missing the tech! And that's one of the things, like when you obviously like the larger game plan and the skill of a player kind of carries over. But what doesn't always carry over are the, like techs and some smaller things. Some defensive stuff. So whenever like Stein does a down smash, some players will be able to tech it, but whenever, well, like when you're kind of rusty and haven't played in a while, that often becomes much harder, obviously. Because those kind of niche things are not only hard, but are also really also have to be practiced. Because the time is really precise. So well. Here we go again with Stein with the upper. There we go. Yeah, I would say it's actually like even. Oh, Reaper with the side B. Obviously, like I have actually never seen Reaper play myself, but I'm not even joking. Like I've only been playing for a year, but I know that Reaper was known for his unorthodox style of play. But those side Bs like really show that kind of. Stein really slowly racking up the damage. Oh, and Reaper just knows what he has to do in that case, covering so many options with that neutral B. Oh, he gets cheesed. He gets oh, but he... Wow. He almost got cheesed, but he's coming back, and that's... Cheese again.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, yo. That's rough, yo. Well, this is a best of 5. Stein got a lot more chances to make it up.
Wait, I screwed that up. Reaper just won, right?
Yeah, Reaper just won, yeah.
Yeah.
1-0, yeah. Yeah, going to Dreamland, obviously a really good stage because you got a lot more space to run away from the Marth and to do your own thing to get him in a bad spot. And obviously that that goes to like the trade-off is that Fox can get less kills from the top, but Reaper got a lot more, well, Fox got a lot more room to work with, but damn, Reaper with the biggest read. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing is that Reaper also got like a lot more space to work with, and
I guess that works with the F smash on the dashback. You got that nice DI.
Yeah, it's really crazy how that actually worked. Oh well, Stein also coming on with some really nice things, but the Reaper, his recovery is still so good. But yeah, it's kind of indeed yeah, the trade-off which you have to make. Yeah, what you can see is that Reaper, like I talked before about the recovery or the kind of weird attacks which become kind of rusty. But it must be noted that Reaper, his recovery is not rusty. Oh, commentator's curse.
As you said it.
As I said it, he does something which is obviously like not good, but yeah. By the way, did you just see how Stein was perfectly like timed with that? Like you heard the up B of Reaper coming out, but Stein still got him before that. Stein just a little too low there.
It's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Reaper's still such a good player, but Stein's also amazing. Yeah. Wow, the timing! He waited for the perfect moment to come in.
Yeah, Stein is known for his high technicality.
Yeah, he's known for his high technicality, and that's
and there's
really
actually in the Netherlands, in this region, there's 3 main Marth players at a bit below his level, ranking-wise, but they all beat him, I think. At times. There's
At times, yeah. at
Renzo,
times.
Casper, EVP, sorry. And Knuckles. I don't know if Knuckles ever beats Tijn, but
I mean,
so at least he gets some practice in the matchup. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if they beat him all the time. I mean, I believe
No,
it's
no,
kind
not
of
all the time. But they have won in the past. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
they're approaching his level. Let's put it that way.
yeah. Basically, what we try to say is that Stein got a lot of practice in the matchup too. But although it's like, Stein got a lot of practice, this matchup is obviously still pretty difficult. And then like one of the hardest things about the matchup is obviously that
You call that the Fox Killer?
who knows? But Fox just requires so much inputs to play properly, and that might be really difficult against someone like Reaper, who.
Well, the venue is warm, unlike at the big house.
True. But yeah, Fox
warm enough.
requires a lot of things, and wow.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you stay in that corner. I'm not gonna approach. What do you think?
I mean,
You're gonna grab me, throw me
Well,
off.
I mean, the Germans are kind of known for not approaching, and this is
Yeah.
a nice showcasing of that. But I wouldn't say Reaper's actually like that campy of a player.
Right. I was gonna ask you. You think he's emblematic of the German playstyle?
Nah, what he kind of. Oh damn, that was really sick. Yeah, now the Dutch player like Reaper kind of reminds me of the most is Filius Nox in a way, but that's mainly just his traps and his movement. Although obviously like Reaper is, you know.
Is there an American player
Better.
you could compare Reaper to? I'm wondering. There's not that many Marths I can think of that are this kooky.
Yeah, Reaper got kind of an
Maybe-
unorthodox style.
Maybe the Moon or something.
Who?
The Moon? La Luna?
I think Luna looks a lot more like someone like Casper V, but. Oh, there we go again with that. Yeah.
Kaplaoui.
In that way, you know, like with the La Luna also uses some old school techniques, and that's also seen with Reaper. Like he uses a lot of like many like Zane would never have done that. Or
What would Zane have done?
Actually, Zane would probably do that as well.
That's a Mewtwo thing, I would think.
What?
Charge up B at the ledge. For
Yeah, cause that's optimal. Oh well, yeah, and that's what what I was talking about before, like that trade-off between space and kill options. Like now Stein made the reverse choice and decides to give Reaper less space
right.
in favor of
Yeah.
in favor of having less space to work with, but also giving your opponent less space. And that is working out for stock 1.
I've heard recently on commentary and I guess on some streams that people think that this stage is actually one of the better ones for Fox in the modern meta.
I can imagine why. Wow, Stein getting some quick kills.
Not giving him that dash back.
Oh yeah, with Reaper.
That's the idea, I
Ain't no
guess.
stranger to that. Ain't no stranger to gimping foxes.
And the short height platforms giving you a lot of mix-up potential.
But yeah, it must be said that there's something which really sucks about this matchup, and that is that even if Stein wins this game, which it's looking really good for Stein, but even if he wins this game, he has to win twice on FD.
Hold on.
Yeah, Reaper could still obviously make it back. Like, it's Reaper. He's still so good after all those years. But it must be said that even... Oh my god, that was crazy!
He's got that.
That was so good! Oh my.
Get up attack. See, that's the kind of option that if you're optimal, if you're Mewtwo King, you don't go for that.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Because that can be crouch cancelled. So you don't do it.
But yeah, even if Stein wins, oh, he's won. Yep. Even like now we're going to FD twice. It would be really damn impressive if.
I've heard Mango say this about fighting Mewtwo King or Zane. If you don't win the first game, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but for real, like.
Because of the counter pick.
I mean, it must be said that Stein is obviously an incredible player and can really do this. But Reaper's really good too, and this is historically a really rough stage for Fox against
Low
Marth.
missed input.
And like on this stage, I would say like the matchup is really fucked up.
Oh, a little. Can you do that perfectly? The Firefox stall. Can you do that frame invincible?
No clue. Oh, Reaper's just waiting them out, working with the space. Ah, yeah, that must be really frustrating to play against.
Yeah, I bet Reaper is going for that, to play the frustrating style.
For real, he's just, oh my god, he just hopes he makes a mistake. It's like, Oh, that tech! It's
Okay.
really wow. Yeah, earlier.
Somebody downloaded Uncle Punch.
Wow. Yeah, earlier I talked about how old players often miss these type of decks who haven't played in like 3 years and are coming back. But Reaper's hitting
That
it.
is true. That is true. I think Reaper has been playing Ultimate for this time.
Oh, and
It is
he knows
2-year
the
hiatus.
perfect way to tipper it. But yeah, he's been playing Ultimate, yeah.
So he's kept up on his neutral. And they say Melee is the more technical game, but
Yeah, it must be said that Ultimate neutral is still a little different, but
Reaper's got patience.
yeah, Reaper got patience, right? Yeah, it's so impressive. Like many Marths would just dash in and expect, dash in and make the move themselves. But Reaper's like, I got center stage, you're behind, make a move.
Well, he also uses his stopping ability to just mix up.
Stopping
Like
ability, in what sense? Side B.
Standing still.
Oh, standing still, yeah, that's his mix-up indeed.
Just, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in.
Even though
And now
Reaper's really patient.
Now I'm just waiting, now I'm just waiting. What are you gonna do? And then suddenly going in again.
Indeed, yeah, but even though Reaper is so patient, Stein is still very good.
It's close, it's close.
Yeah, it's extremely close actually. Stein is doing incredibly well. What he does really well is that he comes in at...
Stein has those shines, man.
Oh yeah, it's so good, yo! Those shines are ridiculous!
I've seen that a lot more from him.
Stein's...
lately.
Oh, after that...
It's
wow.
okay, it's okay.
That's...
It's
wow.
okay.
Reaper probably looked like... oh. Wow, Reaper probably looked a lot at players that just... You know... Actually, I don't even think this is like a looking thing, because this is just something that's a read. Oh no, but it's probably over. Yep, wow. It's looking really good and really close for Stein. But Reaper at the end takes the cake.